What up, world? Welcome to another episode of Wrestling Life. As you know, I am Brandon the host, and on all podcast platforms everywhere, Brandon Janeau Show. Social media platforms: Instagram, Threads, Brandon Janeau, Facebook, The Brandon Janeau Show, and of course TikTok, Brandon Janeau Show. Go follow me on all those social media platforms for the end of 2025. I would appreciate it if you did. I would appreciate it if you did. Really, where you go though is the YouTube channel, man. Brandon Janeau Show YouTube channel. Um, Yes, BrandonJaneauShow YouTube channel, man. Go subscribe, go comment, go like the vids, like the shorts. I know I've done really too many shorts, but like the vids, like the shorts. I really would appreciate it if you did for the end of 2025, man. I've enjoyed this year. Wrestling itself has sucked in 2025, but my episodes have been fun. I'll say that shit, but yeah. But yeah. Like I said, this is Wrestling Life. And tonight, I am doing my top 10 wrestlers of 2025. This year, there have been some gems. There have been some wrestlers that I have enjoyed watching this year. This list was hard as fuck to actually make, which sounds absolutely crazy, right? You're like, oh no, this list shouldn't have been that hard. It was hard. It was actually hard to make because there are so many other wrestlers in this business from all types of different promotions. You got AAA, you got, NWA, you got, AEW, TNA, NXT, WWE. Yeah, and I don't clump the NXT stars with WWE stars. Because they're literally two different fucking brands. I mean, literally two different fucking brands. So yeah. If you don't know, I do my top 10 list. It's very simple. I go from 10 to 1. I explain why each wrestler's on my list, why I have them, where I have them. Yes. If you do not like this list, I need you to do something for me. I need you to do something for me. And it's very serious. I need you to listen to me. This is a PSA. You can simply make your own fucking list. It's not that hard. It is really not that hard. You can make your own fucking list. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I did it. I did it. You can make your own. It's not that hard. Let's get into it, man. Starting off the list at number 10. It is Leon Slater from TNA. Leon Slater is the youngest X Division champion. You know he's the youngest in charge, right? The man has had an incredible fucking 2025, man. I mean, from the beginning of the year, trying to get the X Division championship from Moose, finally getting it done. Um, finally getting it done at Slammiversary, finally beating, getting it done at Slammiversary, beating Moose. Um, Incredible match, by the way. That was a really good fucking match. His matches at Victory Road with uh dude from the Rascals, incredible match, and of course, the match that most people will remember from him this whole year was him and Javon Evans going 1-on-1 at Bound for Glory, and tearing that fucking place down. That shit was incredible, and of course, he has now been used a lot in WWE with NXT and TNA's partnership. I can see he was in last Saturday's Iron Survivor Challenge. I can easily see Leon Slater. I don't know when his contract comes up in TNA. I don't think he leaves TNA because I think the promotion could literally be built around him. He is to what Javon Evans is in NXT to TNA. But I do believe if WWE comes to knocking and they're gonna throw you that money, as a 21-year-old kid, whenever his contract comes up, which might be like in 2 or 3 years, I can easily see him say, "All right, I'm going to WWE." And because he's already got something established there, he doesn't really need to be in NXT for that much longer. He's 24, 25 years old. You can easily just move him right to the main roster, and him and Javon Evans can have a feud or a tag team like they're doing right now in NXT and TNA, and it would be fucking intriguing to see. I truly believe that. So Leon Slater becoming also the youngest X Division champion, the matches that he's had all year, I got to give that man his credit and his respect. And to be the youngest in charge at 21 years old, he belongs on his fucking list. No, a lot of people sit there and say, no, he don't. He belongs on the list. He belongs on the list. At number nine. At number 9. It is Adam Hangman Page, or should I say Hangman Adam Page, the former AEW World Champion. Hangman Adam Page had probably one or two of my favorite matches of the year. Now, I'll talk about that when I get to the top 25 matches next week. I mean, the top 25, Lord of mercy, top 10 matches of next week. His match with MJF at Revolution was fucking phenomenal. Their match at All Out was just as good. I just think the Revolution one was just fucking incredible. His match with Will Ospreay, I mean, my God, dude, like, can we not pretend like that wasn't one of the best fucking matches all motherfucking year? Like, holy shit. When he got the title at All In, great match with Jon Moxley, but a moment that wrestling fans have been waiting to see since the Death Rider storyline started. Now, I'm not gonna say that and lie. I wanted Will Ospreay to win that belt because I felt like it was just time. But now knowing that Will Ospreay has a neck injury and he basically was just not gonna be able to, hold up the duties of it, giving it to Adam Hangman Page for him to run with it again. You realize he won the belt at All In, which was the summer. He just dropped the belt to Samoa Joe literally like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 3 weeks ago. Shit, holy shit. Like 2 3 weeks ago. So yeah, I mean, listen, man. But yeah, I am Adam Hangman Page, Heyman Adam Page, I should say. Um, is the definition of what AEW really is, man. An incredible wrestler, and it truly is cowboy shit. Number 8. Number 8. It's someone that probably didn't think that it was really cowboy shit in AEW, but hey, man, you're not in AEW anymore. You're the worldwide champion in the WWE. And that is the best in the world, CM Punk. You can say what the fuck you want to say about CM Punk this year. You can say whatever you want to say. The man finally got a chance to main event WrestleMania. He was literally the final four of the Royal Rumble because he threw out Roman and Seth at the same time. So he technically was the final four of the Royal Rumble, even though it technically didn't look like, because he got eliminated right after them, like 5 seconds after them. He was the final four in the Royal Rumble. He was the final to an Elimination Chamber with him and John Cena. He was, like I said, in a triple threat match at WrestleMania, one of the best matches of the year with Seth and Roman. He had this incredible rivalry with Seth for a good stretch of the year. Him and John Cena had a pretty okay match at Night of Champions. I mean, it was decent at best. It was decent at best. But him and Gunther at SummerSlam was fucking fantastic. Like, that shit was incredible. And now he's the World Heavyweight Champion. He's closing out the year with the World Heavyweight title. Now, will he keep the belt in 2026? I don't fucking know. I really don't hope I don't really want him to lose the belt to Braun Breaker, of all people. He should lose that shit to somebody that actually would help win the belt, and it will make sense. And LA Knight makes way more sense than fucking Braun Breaker. I know people don't want to hear that, but it would make logical sense if you gave that shit to LA Knight. But CM Punk is definitely on my list, man. I had to put CM Punk on his list, man. He has at number 8. Respect to CM Punk, and still one of my favorite wrestlers. At number 7, it is Trick Williams. You know he held down 2 promotions, don't you? Let's talk about it. Trick Williams at number 7 on my goddamn list. This man has had a pretty good year. Great fucking year. I mean, my God, dude. He started off this year in a rivalry with somebody that's not even in the fucking company anymore. I forgot his fucking name. God almighty, I forgot his fucking name. Eddie Thorpe. I think it was his name. Yeah, Eddie Thorpe. He started out this year with a rivalry with Eddie Thorpe for some fucking apparent reason. They gave him that. But when he switched into the heel, kind of, which was going into Stand and Deliver with him, Oba, and Javon, which, by the way, is another incredible fucking match that I suggest everybody go watch. It's on YouTube right now. That match is fucking fantastic. That's a great match. I'm probably going to sit back and watch a lot of matches in the next couple of days to really narrow down this fucking list. Even though I wrote it, I still want to see it here and say, okay, this is why I should. Okay. But when Trick became the heel, it made logical sense. Him and Stand and Deliver. And then, of course, him taking the belt from Joe Hendry, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, and becoming Trick NA is where he became one of the best wrestlers of the year. Character, wrestler, everything about him made fucking sense. I don't think Trick can play a good guy. I think Trick is a natural heel. It makes logical sense if he's a heel. Because he gets his character over better if he's a fucking heel. I know a lot of people say, you got him over CM Punk, you got him over Hangman Adam Page, you even got him over Leon Slater. I think Trick's work this year in the ring, promos, everything, it just feels more in depth. It feels like he actually gave a fuck. And I'm gonna be honest, the longer they kept that belt on him, the more intriguing his fucking character got. Because you knew Mike Santana was gonna beat him and take the belt from him. You just didn't know when. And that's the thing. So for me, Trick Williams at number 7. Number 6. Number 6. That is the young OG, Javon Evans. Javon Evans is at number 6. Now, unlike Trick, Adam Hangman Page, CM Punk, and Leon Slater, Javon Evans has not won a belt in 2020, 2025. That is 100% true. I can't deny that. But what Javon Evans has done is something I actually really fucking hate in wrestling, but I gotta get a man his credit. He's created moments, man. Javon Evans has been a highlight reel and probably has had some of the best fucking matches all year long. You look at his match with Ethan Page in New York at MSG. That fucking match was good. That rivalry for the early part of the year was fucking amazing. I mean, it established Ethan Page, who I'm gonna tell y'all right here, right now, he's not on my list, and I love Ethan Page this year. But again, like I said, it's a fucking hard list to put together when you actually look at it. It's a difficult fucking list. But that rivalry with Ethan Page established Ethan Page as a fucking credible heel. That shit they did in fuck was that place? Uh, Massachusetts at the old Raw stomping ground. when he stepped on Trick's fucking face with the chair, and Trick was coughing up blood, and then they went into that rivalry. They had, I think, the match at Battleground. No, um, Vengeance Day in February when Trick was still dealing with his mouth, and then they had the match at MSG. That match was fucking fantastic, and that match with them in Vengeance Day was great. And then they had the match in the MSG match, and then of course Trick and Oba and Javon, Trick Oba and Javon at Stand and Deliver, fucking fantastic. Like you had a lot of matches with Javon where he stole the fucking show, man. You just had him in the John Cena battle tournament, which I fucking despise because he didn't even get a chance. He didn't even get a fair fucking matchup. You gave him a Gunther. Like who the fuck thought he was beating Gunther? Let's be real. Who the fuck thought that? But anyway, him and Oba at Heatwave, them two are going to tear the fucking house down at New Year's Evil. I can easily see a year after Oba finally won the NXT Championship for the first time, even though he just won it back from Ricky Saints. I can see WWE pulling the trigger and giving the belt finally to Javon Evans. I can see it. Because you don't want to push Oba until WrestleMania season and then take him and put him on the main roster. That's very fucking stupid. His match with Leon Slater was fucking good. He had a match at AAA with Ethan Page, Laredo Kid. Ethan Page, Laredo. Oh, I think it was Dragon Lee. I think it was like a fatal 4-way for the NXT North American title. It was like Laredo Kid from AAA. It was Javon, Ethan Page, Ray Phoenix. That was who was in that match. Yo, that match was fucking good. Yo, that shit was fucking good, bro. That match was fucking good. Like, yo, and then his performance in the Iron Survivor Challenge this past Saturday, like Javon moved up the list for me tremendously in the last couple of weeks, months. He's moved up the list tremendously. Like, I got to get that man his credit. And like I've been saying on my show, on my people's show, hey, bro, Javon Evans is the future. Whatever the fuck y'all continuously scream about Dominic Mysterio, Javon Evans is everything that y'all keep saying about Dominic Mysterio. And he's actually a better in-ring performer. And he's only 21 years old. If I get to the top 5, I got to recap the list. Coming in at number 10 is Javon Evans' better half. Leon Slater, the 21-year-old youngest in charge, X Division champion in TNA, holding it down. At number 9, it is Hangman Adam Page, AEW. Cowboy shit indeed. Cowboy shit indeed. Number 8, the World Heavyweight Champion in the WWE right now, and that is the best in the world, CM Punk. Number 7. He just whipped that trick. That's all it is. Let's talk about it. Trick Williams, TNA slash NXT, because he pretty much was holding down both companies. And then number 6 is the young OG himself, Mr. Javon Evans, coming in at number 6 on this list. And number 5, it is Soul Ruka. She's soul snatching the shit out of people. Listen, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind if she did that to me. I mean, listen. I mean, Soul's bad. Like Soul's bad. So bad. So bad. Tyler Bate, my brother. You. I don't know what you want. But Soul is a beast in that fucking ring. Lord have mercy. She could fucking wrestle, dude. That shit is scary. That shit is. I remember the first time I saw an NXT program and I was like, who is this? The surfer gimmick. I'm like, let's see how this is gonna look. And then I saw the first Soul Snatch. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. I have said this numerous times. Her and Kalani Jordan are wrestling soulmates. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I feel like you put them in the ring, they're going to have instant greatness. It's going to be a fucking banger. You can go ahead and put I would not mind seeing them two at one day have a WrestleMania match, I promise you that shit gonna be good. Promise you that shit gonna be good. It's gonna probably be the best match you saw all fucking during that whole WrestleMania. Put money on it. Every time these two women get together, they put on a fucking banger. Just like they did at Battleground when Sol Ruka won the North American title, which, by the way, she won it at Stand and Deliver this past year, this past April. She won the NXT North American title at Stand and Deliver. She won the Speed title. She held both titles for a good stretch of time. The fact that Sol Ruka is one of the best, and then at some point she's going to be put on the main roster. That shit is coming at some point. I don't know when, but she's going to be put on the main roster. I still think she's going to probably win the NXT Women's title before they put her there, but we shall see. But Sol Ruka this year in 2025 has shown us all that the future is looking like it's going to be Sol's to snatch. We shall see how that's going to play out. Number 4. Number 4 is the debate. Number 4 is the debate. And number 4, I already know the controversy is coming. And number 4 is John Cena. I love John Cena. I am dreading Saturday. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to do a review show after it's over. I feel like I'm going to probably cry. I don't know why, but I feel the energy like I might cry. And John Cena is retiring, ladies and gentlemen. I would say the first half of his retirement tour, we got the we got the matches that we want. It just didn't feel like it. And John was a heel, and he tried his hardest to make us hate him. And bro, it was just you announced this is your last year. That shit's not gonna happen, bro. I think the first half of his retirement tour, he was trying to be too much of a heel, and his matches suffered from it. So Randy and him had a really decent match, but it was because of a lot of smoke and fucking mirrors. Well, let's start from the beginning. John Cena was in the Royal Rumble. He finished as the final 2. Finished as the runner-up. I think John Cena might be the most runner-up person I've ever seen. Like he's been a runner-up in a lot of Royal Rumbles. Like 2005, he lost to Batista. 06, I want to say he was already a champion. Yeah, he was fighting Edge for the title. 07, he's fighting Umaga. 08, he won it. 09. The fuck was he doing in 09? Was he hurt? No, he was champion. He was fighting JBL at the Royal Rumble. 2010. What the fuck was he doing in 2010? What the fuck is he doing in 2010? I can't remember what he did in 2010. Oh, did he lose to Edge? Yeah, he lost to Edge. Edge threw him out. And he was a runner-up in 2010. 2011. God damn. 2011. I can't remember who fucking fought in 2011. I can't remember. Some of the matches he was already like he was either champion or he was in something completely different. I know 2012 he had the Rock situation, so they were not putting him in the Royal Rumble because he had the Rock at WrestleMania, so it didn't make sense to put him in the Royal Rumble. 2011. The fuck was he doing in 2011? The Miz was the champion, and Alberto Del Rio won the Royal Rumble. Was he the runner-up in the Royal Rumble that year? Because 2012 he didn't fight in the Royal Rumble because he fought Kane in a nothing match, but he fought Kane. He won in 2013. Yeah, John Cena's been a runner-up in a couple of Royal Rumbles for a lot of his career, but he finished second. He finished, runner-up in the Royal Rumble to Jey Uso this year. He went into the Elimination Chamber. He won the Elimination Chamber, turned heel. Great moment. Piss poor fucking execution. There's nothing about that you can ever convince me and tell me that was not a piss poor execution. That shit sucked. Mainly because The Rock fucking wasn't there. But that's another time and another fucking conversation. And I already talked about that shit all last week. You had that situation happen, and then you go into WrestleMania. For the most of the time, he's trying to like convince everybody he's a heel and blaming fans and people. But um, he wins at WrestleMania and literally one of the worst fucking WrestleMania main events I've ever seen. And I had to physically sit there and watch John Cena and The Miz at WrestleMania 27. So I've seen some bullshit. You had that match, and then and then he wins the title, and then he gives it, and then he has the Randy Orton match at Backlash. He has the Randy Orton match at Backlash. Then he had the Randy Orton match at Backlash. He had then let's say R-Truth. Yeah, R-Truth on a Saturday Night Main Event. Then you had CM Punk and him at Night of Champions. You had who else? Who else did he fight? You had CM Punk and him at Night of Champions. Then you had oh shit. Yeah, him and CM Punk at Night of Champions. Then you had Money in a Bank with him teaming with Logan Paul to go against Cody and Jey Uso. In the middle of the CM Punk match, you had him and R-Truth again. And then you had what else? You had the Jey Uso and Cody against Logan and him. And then you had the what the fuck else match? And then after that you had the SummerSlam match with him and Cody, which he turned back face. And this is when the second half of his retirement tour finally got good. Like this shit, match after match after match for a good stretch of time. I would say out of the rest of this tour, the matches that I physically had to watch him have at the end of this tour, the Brock match and the Dime matches were just fucking unnecessary. They didn't need to happen. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. The matches did not. Most people agree with me on the Brock match, but that Dime shit was so boring. And I get that you're trying to establish a new star, but that shit was fucking boring. Y'all like that shit? I did not. It was boring. It was a typical ass fucking match that I just did not get into, and I couldn't care about it because I don't care about Dime. You wasted his last fucking match on a bullshit PLE, and that PLE sucked. But for the most part, you got to put into perspective. We had him and Cody, which was an incredible match. They had a match between Cody, John Cena, Logan Paul, and Drew McIntyre, which people forget because nobody fucking remembers it. That you realize that shit? Nobody remembers that match. That was a tag team match with Cody Rhodes and John Cena versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul on TV, and nobody remembers it. That's crazy. Then you had John Cena and Logan Paul, which I still believe Drew McIntyre should have been the one to retire John Cena. I know people are gonna say, well, he doesn't need it. You're right, he doesn't need it. But the bullshit that y'all did to this man this whole season, this whole year, should have given him that at least. So he had the match with Logan Paul at Clash of Paris. Then he finally had the match with Sami Zayn, which was fucking incredible. Or was the Sammy match before the Logan Paul match? Can't fucking remember. No, it was after Logan. Yeah, it was after the Logan Paul match. So Logan Paul came first, then Sami Zayn. Yeah, then Sami Zayn because it led to the Brock match. Um, then Sami Zayn, then the Brock match, and then you had, the fuck, and then you had the shit. After the Brock match, then you had, oh, you didn't have any matches. You had AJ Styles and Perth, which was, I'll talk about that match when I get to next week. That match, which by the way, they just uploaded that bitch on YouTube today. I'm like, oh shit, they really love us. Um, and then you had the Dom shit, and now you got Gunther Saturday. All in all, John Cena's first half of his retirement tour was very by the book. I'm a heel. I'm gonna do heel shit, and then I'm gonna, and then when I turn face, I'm gonna give you the fucking bangers. And I think Saturday, I actually believe him and Gunther are actually gonna have a really good fucking match. I don't care what anybody say. That's gonna be an incredible fucking match between those two dudes. Um, oh no, John Cena's for it, man. Never seen 17. It's about to dip. Ah, I feel it. Ah, shit. Yeah. And number three. And number three, it is Seth freaking Rollins. Seth Rollins in 2025, no matter what the fuck people want to say, you can sit there and say, oh, he's the Triple H of this era, forgetting the fact Triple H had fucking bangers in his era, despite what people want to fucking say. And he had incredible rivalries and put people on fucking pedestals, no matter what the fuck people want to say. If Seth Rollins is the Triple H of this era, he's in pretty good fucking company. Seth Rollins started his year out going one-on-one CM Punk on Netflix. Then he had another match. Then he went into the Royal Rumble. They had that situation. He gets eliminated, stomps Roman Reigns' head into the fucking ground. I mean, literally stomped on his fucking head like a fucking Mario mushroom. They go into the steel cage match with Punk in February in MSG. And then you have the WrestleMania match where he wins and forms the Vision with Paul Heyman. That fucking faction sucked. It was not good. Wasn't a good idea to put Seth Rollins as the leader of a faction because he's his own fucking faction. He doesn't need a faction. He wins Money in the Bank. He comes up with this master plan to fake injure himself. Comes back at SummerSlam, screws CM Punk, takes the belt from him. Have one of the last few matches be a fatal four-way between him, LA Knight, CM Punk, and Jey Uso, which leads to Becky Lynch joining the Vision, which leads to CM Punk going to get AJ Lee. Becky Lynch is another one, which I gotta give an honorable mention to because she's not on the list tonight. Becky Lynch is another one. Ever since her work at the night after WrestleMania when she turned heel, and she took the belt from Laura Van Vancouria at the Intercontinental Women's title at Money in the Bank. She has been one of the best fucking wrestlers, characters, whatever you want to say it. She's the best. I didn't put her on the list, but I gotta give her acknowledgement. I have to give her an acknowledgement. I have to. But Seth Rollins is on the list. Man took the World Heavyweight title. Him and Becky bring back AJ Lee They have a really good fucking match at WrestlePalooza, despite what people want to fucking say. And then he has this incredible match with Cody Rhodes at Crown Jewel. And it's fucking fantastic. And it actually ends up injuring him. And he's been out since. Former welterweight champion, relinquished the belt, and he's been out since. But if I told you all that, and you listen to that, you would know why Seth Rollins is in my top 3, and why Seth Rollins is one of the best pure wrestlers in the business today. I don't fuck with nobody say. The man is top 3, easily. And number 2, it is the ruler, Obafemi. Obafemi, believe it or not, won the NXT title. The first NXT title he's ever carried was January. He beat Trick and Eddie Thorpe. Yeah. He beat Trick and Eddie Thorpe in a triple threat match at New Year's Eve. I don't know how the fuck Eddie ended up in a fucking triple. Oh, he faked his injury and somehow some way he ended up getting a title match, which I was like, I don't understand how that shit fucking works, but anyway. Fuck that shit works, but anyway. Obafemi wins his first NXT title in January. He wrestles Austin Theory and Grayson Waller at Vengeance Day. Beats them both. He goes off and then has this incredible match with Moose in TNA at MSG. He goes into Stand and Deliver against Javon and Trick Williams and beats them. He beats the dude from Japan. He beats Josh Briggs and the dude from Japan. I can't remember his name now because he hasn't been on TV in a minute. He beats the dude from Japan. He beats Josh Briggs and the dude from Japan. He then has another match where he has another match. He fights Miles Bourne, which I just did not care about the match. The story was great, but the match was just so fucking whatever. He fights Miles Bourne. He fights Miles Bourne at Battleground. He fights Javon Evans at Heat Wave. One of the best matches you'll see all year. One of the best. Then he fights Ricky Saints and loses to Ricky Saints. He's gone for a couple months and then he comes back and just wins the title back against Ricky Saints again. And now he's fighting Cody Rhodes Saturday. Yeah, he ready. Yeah, he ready. Obafemi ready, man. Say what you want to say. Oba ready. Oh, you bet your ass. Oba ready. Oba ready. Oba ready. Obafemi is the true definition of the future of WWE. The man could cut a fucking promo. The man could go in the ring. He could fucking sell his ass off. And you believe when the fuck he talks. Whenever he talks, you like, yeah, he meant that shit. I hate to be whoever the fuck on the other side of that, because he meant that shit. Yeah, that man is ready, bro. I see main events of WrestleMania for years and years and years and years and years to come with Obafemi. I know a lot of people will sit there and say, man, Oba's fucking ready. I don't give a if you know wrestling, you know Oba different. And he coming. He's coming soon. Like a blockbuster coming soon to a console near you. Like that nigga's coming soon. That's coming soon. So yeah. But number one. And that is the genius of the sky, Miss Io Sky. There's not a lot of women on this list for me. I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of women I could put on this list because they've done some amazing things. Mercedes Moné, Toni Storm, Becky Lynch, who I said earlier, Stephanie McCurr, Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, Chris Statlander, As by Elegance, happy retirement. I know you don't want to say that, hear that, but you know, Kalani Jordan, Blake Mariah May / Blake Monroe. There's a lot of women I could put on this list. But when it comes to the best wrestler in 2025, it's the woman I'm looking at walking down the ring right now on Netflix, and that is Io Sky. There's nobody that I have watched this whole year that I'm like, that might be the best fucking wrestler in the business. And it's not even close. It's not even remotely fucking close. Io Sky has toppled men in the conversation of best wrestler. And it's not even fucking close. I said for fucking months before she actually got the title. I told people you could go watch my family on their on Straight Through the Rope. Shout out to all them. You go watch them. I literally said on there, Io Sky is going to win the World Heavyweight title before WrestleMania. I don't know how either she's going to win a Royal Rumble or she's going to win the world title from Rhea Ripley. I said there's no way in fucking hell you about to lead that woman out of WrestleMania, especially the way she fucking wrestles. And when she won the World Heavyweight title, it was like a told you. I told you. Anybody that saw that, I saw that shit coming. Io winning the title was the best thing that happened to them, to that belt, and her. Well, I gotta reframe that because they pretty much basically after that didn't know shit with her for a good stretch of time. She had a couple of matches with Rhea for leading up to WrestleMania, and then she had the match at WrestleMania, which was one of the best matches all year with her, Bianca, and Rhea at WrestleMania. And she held the belt for a good bit. Her match with Rhea at Evolution is probably one of the best matches all fucking year, and it's not even remotely close. You did have her and Rhea and Naomi at SummerSlam, which was also a really good fucking match. You had her and Stephanie for the world title at WrestlePalooza, which literally, to a lot of people, is the only fucking match that mattered on that whole fucking card. And probably the best fucking match on that whole fucking card. And this is why Io Sky is number one on my list. There's not a man or a woman that is better than that woman right now in the game today. In ring, we're talking about in ring. She's the best. You actually care about her. You actually care about what she's gonna say, what she does. She's just there, and that's why she's number one. Let me recap the list before I get off this motherfucker. Number one, Io Sky, WWE. Number two, Obafemi, the Ruler, NXT. Number three, Seth freaking Rollins, WWE. Number four, John Cena, the GOAT. Number five, I got a little Tori eye, but I just said that shit. Number five, Javon Evans, NXT. Um, um, Number six, Sol Ruka, NXT. Number seven, Trick Williams, TNA and NXT. Number eight, CM Punk, World Heavyweight Champion, WWE. Number nine, Adam Heyman Page, AEW. And number 10, Leon Slater, TNA. That is all. This list is hard as fuck, just like the next list I'm going to do, which is the last list of the year, which is the wrestling match, my top 10 wrestling matches of the year. And that's going to be pretty interesting to see how I'm going to do that because I got to go watch some matches, man. But yeah, till then, man, I am Brandon Janeau. Hope you guys enjoy this list. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.